Tiga.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Ong Yi Leong. And I am from Group 2, and today, me and my teammate want to presenting the EDU thread applications. Before I it's time to introduce my teammate first, which are Wong Yong Kai, Afid Zuhairi bin Kansani, Muhammad Hafiz bin Hamdan, Arya Wandi, anak perempuan Miat. Okay, in fact, EDU Track is a app which designed by us, where we believe that these applications can be used as a learning tool to solve the problem which are facing by the majority of the students in these special periods. And then these are our questions. Okay. Okay, moving to the next slide. We can see that there are a content table here, and these 5 elements are the 5 main points we want to highlight here in this report, which are problem statement, recommended solutions, descriptions of product, analysis of concept, and the conclusions. Okay, first and foremost, problem statement will consist back to the previous slide. Okay, first and foremost, problem statement will consist the problem which are happening in this time and what are the factors which occurring this trouble. Secondly, recommended solutions will explain what are the solutions implemented by us and how these solutions can help in order to solve the problem which state at the problem statement. Thirdly, description of concept will show that the details and features of the solutions on how these functions can be performed and ensure the problem is solved completely. In the analysis of concept part, we will analyze the extra advantage of our solution on how this extra advantage can be applied in our problem. While in the conclusion part, we will give the overall view about the solutions and whether this solution is helpful in order to solve the problem which we stated at the beginning. Okay, in order to increase the understanding about EDU thread, I would like to invite Arya to start she part, which she will explain more and detail of the problem statement part.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, madam. My name is Arya Wandi, anak perempuan Mian. My matric number 271169. Today, I want to present about problem statement. During COVID-19, many students have to stay at home and continue their process through online learning. This due to the spreading COVID-19 virus very fast. So in order to decrease the number of active cases, Ministry of Education and Ministry of Health is more then applied a new learning method with online learning. They have a lot of online video conversion application can be used in this situation such as Webex, Google Meet, Zoom, and so on. However, this type of learning method has brought a lot of trouble to the public, especially to the parent, where they are hard to track the work that given by the teacher. This is because parents cannot adapt in this new norm, and online learning is complicated compared to the traditional method. Besides that, lacks of computer skill when they need to submit work through online platform and face some of problem like low internet connection. Student will easily get bored and lost their attention because cannot control the children during the lesson, and cause student cannot receive all information that given by the teacher. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, for this part, for first page, and this is a login page. The student just need to insert their username and the passwords which provided by the respective schools before sign in. Okay, for second one is homepage. Homepage which consists of 5 main elements which are classroom, subject, result, activities, reminder. Next, for this part is classroom page. In this part, student need to insert their classroom number and the password that given by the respective teacher before the class started. Next. And this is subject page. Student can get easily access to the notes, homeworks, and quiz that are provided by the respective teachers. Next. This one is result part. In this part, the parents can easily get access to their children's examination results just in the fingertips. And this part is linked with the system analysis peperiksaan sekolah, which introduced by Ministry of Education. Next. And for this part is activities part. Student can easily get access to the games which based on the education's modes. Their teachers will also provide their exercise after their classes through this part too. On the other side, students may also get easily access to the games when they are free too. Next. Last but not least is reminder part. In this part is very important for parents as this part can easily get access to the students' homeworks that should be done and should be due in as soon. In this part too, we also provide the calendar and the clocks for the student in case they miss their homework. Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, and my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Hamdan and my number Mukat Matric is 269739. So my part is recommended solution. So recommended solution is new online teaching tool. That's mean this is one for the learning and more benefit. That's called the EduTrack. So EduTrack is more benefit for the learning online. So next slide is recommended solution. So the first thing first is game activity. EduTrack will assist students by turning the learning process into an easy start, such as incorporating the process into a game activity. So that means this application have activity to make their children to not have a bored situation. So the next is easy to track. EduTrack will provide a single platform to submit the works and tasks to avoid duplication. So that means in this, the student or the children will going to the activity and don't to copy the other student test. So next is the convenience learning. EduTrack allows the student to know their current progress in the subject and also the due date. That means is if the teacher or the lecturer giving the task, the children will know how to submit and due date for the submit in that task. So next is appropriate study materials. EduTracks make the learning process more favorable by preparing appropriate study material that can be easier to discover by reader with a mere clicks. That means this application is to easy their children or student to take some learning. So that's have to click the application and get out all the everything that you want to read or learn. Next is freedom. EduTrack allows students choose a suitable time that suits them so they can learn at their speed, review the difficult concept. That means the student will go to the time that he or she wants to relax and go to the learning. And the internet requirement. EduTrack does not require high bandwidth of internet compared to other tools. That means this application use the low spec internet to access this application. So that's all for the recommended solution.
All right, hi. My name is Afiq Zohaili bin Kamsani. My metric number is 271561. So here is my part, which description of concept. There are two. For the first one is, I will tell you what are actually the EduTrack concept. And the second one is, what is the main function of EduTrack? So the first one is EduTrack concept. In order to solve the problem on how the children, parents need to track their children homework and what is the better way for the school children to learn during this COVID-19 pandemic. So we have designed an application which called EduTrack, which could help to solve the problem and bring a lot benefit to the people who include. This is due to the children who cannot go to the physical class during the spreading of COVID-19 pandemic, since students need to know more regarding the details and function of the learning tools in order to accept and recognize it as their platform of learning during this COVID-19 pandemic. So the second one is, what is the main function of the EduTrack? So let's see. The first one is reminder. Reminder is date submission. It allows the student to know their current progress in the subject and also the due date. All right. In this section, the children parent can know which homework will be due soon or need to submit immediately through this application. In this session 2, it have been divided into 3 categories, which have been divided to 3 categories. You can submit today's submission, and then you can submit in the next 7 days, and you can submission in the next 15 days. So by doing these categories, this will let the student to do the homework one by one and according to which homework need to submit first. This will help the student to manage their time well. In this section 2, it also provided with alarm provided, which will ringing one day before the due date of the homework. So if the homework that already submitted early, so the alarm will not ring. This will give a reminder to student to do and submit their task on the time. So it will help the student also. And then let's see about the next main function, which is subject. So they are allowed to have easy to access. Once the teacher uploaded the teaching material, so the student may download it and print it out before the class start. So let's see subjects. In this part also, the teacher will also upload the homework once they finish teaching, so that they can analyze student comprehension throughout the teaching and learning process was going on previously. Other than that, the teacher may also hold a quiz or test through this platform too. This part are very important as the children can get the reading material easily. And then we go to the result. We'll get immediately. The examination slip will appear in the blink of an eye after inter-student identification card number. So we see the result. Parents can allow easily access their child examination result in this part, which have linked in the system analyzed peperiksaan sekolah, which is SAPS. Their parents are allowed to click the link in the application, and then the parent also can get access with the previous examination slip just by enter their children identification card number and choose the year that they want. So the student cannot be lied anymore. So next, activities. Activities is interesting, right? So the activities are based on the education, which they also can improve the knowledge among the student. So activities part are very important as this can rest the mind of the children after they done their class and tasks. The activities can improve the knowledge among the student. So this part play an important role for a lazy student who does not like study, which can help them gain knowledge through playing this educational based on game. So it also can the children release their stress. So the last one is classroom. Classroom is record function. So I will tell you about the classroom. Classroom is which student can access to their online class easily just at the fingertips after getting the classroom number and the password from their respective teacher. So the student may also record the meeting by just clicking the recording button after they enter the class during the teaching and learning process was going on, so that they can review back which part they did not understand. So that is from me.
All right, for this part, we will give on analysis of concept on how to use the applications and advantage of using the EduTrack. Okay, next. Next. Okay, step 2, open the EduTrack account. First and foremost, the new user are required to download these applications from App Store for the one who use an iOS phone, and for or the Play Store that for the one who use Android phone. Next, for the new user are required to sign out the Edu chat by using the usernames and the password that given by the respective school. For the third one is no other alternative way to register the account can increase the securities of these applications. So this will not the application will not used by the one who did not study or other than that. For the fourth one is EduChat will ask for the permissions for some functions such as cameras, microphones, and other storage as well. For the fifth one is the users can get easily access the permissions when this permission have granted by the EduChat. Okay, next page. Okay, in this part, we will discuss more about the four main advantages of EduChat, which are flexible schedules and environments, ease parents' burdens, save time, and save money. For the flexible schedules and environments, the students can also choose whether to watch the records videos anytime according to the mood's study, and also increase the comfortabilities where are free to choose their learning environments. The students can choose the learning environments no matter where they are. And for the second one is saving time. The students no need to wake up earlier in the mornings, which can avoid from the road jam, which for the virtual classroom, and especially for the children who stay at the cities, as many of the citizens in Malaysia who need to go to work, and for them to go to work, and as some of them will go to school also, and they will use the same route as well. And for students can have a quick reviews by referring to site of the whole lesson without spending too much of the unnecessary time reading through the whole paragraph of the textbook that given by the respective schools. And for the third advantage of the EduChat is the parents' burdens. As we know that the parents are trying very hard to finding money for their children, and they have no time to have have the time to communicate with their children as well. The children's parents can easily track their students' homework by using these applications as just in the fingertips. And EduChat can also try to strengthen up their parents' relationship, especially with their children, as they can use the EduChat, which we have provided the activities part, which the parents can have the communications and can try to communicate and to teach their children by using this activities part. And for the last one is save money. They do not need to pay for the expensive textbooks that the students can rely on the slide that given by the respective teachers as well. As this EduChat can help the teachers to insert all the notes that that they do into the online learnings as well. And this will also save their money, save the parents' money by the student no need to print the notes out, as the slide is on the hands of the students. And for the next one is student can also add small notes into the slide, as where they can just edit the PowerPoint that's sent by the respective teachers by using the Microsoft Word freely without using any money. Okay, that's all from the advantage part. Next.
Wait, stop.
Okay, so in the conclusions, okay, we do feel and understand the struggle on the parents regarding to this issue, because it is the first time which our government use online learning as the method to conducting a lesson. So I think that they will create a lot of problem to the parents and the student. So I really believe that our applications can be used to solve the problem, which our applications got five main functions, which are classroom page, subject, result, activities, and reminder. And then last but not least, we want to emphasize that we really hope that EduTrack can help parents to track their children's work and also improving the online learning method. It's not enough to the young generations nowadays are more driven to using modern technology, and also this can make their parents easy to track their children's work by using their applications. Therefore, we believe that an attractive and suitable learning tools can be the most effective method to improve the online method, and also use parents to manage their time well without missing their children progress. So I think that's all for our group presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.